welcome to this special edition of Trader Talk TV coming from New Mexico. We've got Scott from Facebook here today to talk about Atlas and all things measurement. Scott, thanks for coming on today.
Thanks for having me.
Before we go into it, let's talk about your role at Facebook. What exactly do you do? Make an overview.
So I'm on the product marketing team at Facebook, and I cover all of our measurement products, which includes Atlas for cross-publisher measurement. It also includes simple, more operational measurement like Facebook ads reporting that millions of advertisers use every day.
Excellent. So Atlas, interesting story about it. He's bought it a couple of years ago as an ad server, but it's evolved as a product now into the measurement area. So just give us an overview of where you are at the minute now. What is Atlas for the people out there? Let's talk about that.
Great. So Atlas is a cross-everything measurement solution. It helps marketers understand who they're reaching and how they're impacting their business with their marketing across publishers, not just Facebook, but any publisher, across devices, and across online and offline. So understanding the impact of your digital media with your offline sales and retail stores.
So talk about your clients and how they use Atlas on a day-to-day basis.
So our clients use Atlas for very simple things like, is my campaign delivering? Has a lot of great campaign management and workflow tools. But what we're really excited about is understanding how are all the different exposures and clicks and events that my digital media is doing, driving my business impact. And so for some marketers, that could just be, am I reaching the right people? Am I able to deliver to the demographic that matters the most to me? For other marketers, it can be, am I driving in-store sales based off my digital media? And the reason that we're able to do this in such a unique way is because we're leveraging the power of Facebook's 1.7 billion people in order to interpret what all of those anonymous signals are sending.
And we were talking earlier on about all the different vendors here at New Mexico. It's all for them. It's about execution, management. But you think that the measurement piece is being a little bit forgotten in ad tech. I mean, let's talk about that. I mean, how important do you think that's going to become the important team going forward in the next couple of years?
Absolutely. You know, this industry has grown tremendously fast. Digital media is still growing double digits year over year, and so it's hard to keep up with just managing the campaigns and executing them and figuring out the right way to do targeting. And you walk around a place like New Mexico, and there's just so many different ways to do different things.
Yeah.
And I was taught very early on in my career that you can't manage what you don't measure.
Yeah.
And I think that's more true now than ever.
Yeah.
If that you're not fully understanding what your media is doing for you, what your campaigns are driving for your business, then how do you know if you should even be spending anything? Or how do you know if you should be doubling your budget in one direction or cutting it in another?
How do you optimize what you don't know, effectively?
That's correct.
Yeah. How is people-based marketing going to sort of change the way we measure, change the way we target? Let's talk a little bit about that.
So people-based marketing is really about understanding the consumer across all their touch points, as opposed to just thinking about the world as a list of cookies or a list of content and not really understanding who's behind all of it. And so I don't know about you, but throughout my day, I'm using my phone, I'm using my tablet, I'm using my laptop, maybe even a second laptop or a second phone.
So but it's fragmentation there, right?
It's totally fragmented, but it's all me, right? I'm one person. And so the idea of people-based marketing is tying everything, all your digital media activity to that same understanding of people, as opposed to, I just reached 6 different devices. I don't know if that was one person 6 times or 6 people one time.
So that cross-device piece is very important.
Absolutely.
And what are we going to see then from sort of the product set going forward from Atlas? What do you sort of want to achieve in the next 12, 24 months? Where do you see the product going?
Absolutely. It's still very early days in measurement, not just for us, but for the industry. There's still so much to figure out. And for us, it's really about getting really strong on what we think are the foundational elements of both reach and attribution measurement. So we kind of look at the world in those two realms. For reach, it's really about, am I reaching the right people across my media plan? Am I reaching them the right number of times to drive an outcome? And where am I able to find more of those people in a cost-efficient way, and so that I can keep scaling my investments and be more efficient?
And the wastage piece is important as well. You obviously see all the money needs to be spent in media. The measurement piece needs to be right in order to stop this wasted spend.
Absolutely. So, if efficiency is the goal, then you need to be able to understand where incrementality is happening as a marketer.
Yeah.
Where are the unique audiences existing? What can I remove from my media plan to drive more results for the same amount of media?
Yeah. Okay, Scott. Well, thanks very much for the overview. Always going to get nice to get a deep dive into Atlas, and I hope to have you here next year and talk a bit more about the product.
Thanks for having me. This is fantastic.
And that was Shapiro Talk TV, and we'll see you next time.